Boradai, Pop Watchers. Here we are, Saturday morning. This is like this is what happened to Noel Edmonds. He turned into Carl Smith.
Charming. I don't think was there anything terrible with Noel Edmonds. I don't think there was. Just the TV shows.
I'm still missing Sally James.
Right. Shall I get on with it then? I'll share my screen.
Thank you. And thank you all for turning up on a Saturday morning. It's appreciated.
Okay. So I'm logged in to the back end of the WordPress. I've also got the actual site open as well, because it's useful to be able to swap between the two and look what you're doing. I've also opened up a search term, Agile20reflect, because it kind of shows why it's important to do the tagging and the structuring that we're doing. So we currently have about 5,000 results. By Christmas, we should have about 2 million results. And it's not just our content that will come up here. Obviously, we're also getting the videos that are on YouTube, and we'll own image search for our identity, our brand identity online. And that's because all of these images are tagged exactly the same way. Okay. So let's go to setting up a post. Now I'm going to set one up. And I'm also going to show you some bits and pieces around the site that we need to keep an eye on. So, but let's just do a post to start with. So new post. Now I'm going to assume I don't have any of the contents. When you do this, I would expect you to have some of the content. So let's choose one of the YouTube videos.
Do you want me to give you some content?
Well, no, I think the Sally Alata video needs a bit of love, so it's a good one to use.
Okay.
Or we got the up that I did.
Yeah, Sally Alata had 0 views this morning, so it's a good penetration test.
There we go, Sally Alata. So this is, I don't want to actually run the video. What I want to do is set up something online. You've already set up a post that does this though, Scott. So I don't want to redo your post, but I'll do it as a test. So
this is a new one. I haven't done this video yet. I did.
All right. Okay.
I did Sanjeev Augustine. That's a different one.
Okay.
So Miles just put this one up last night, I think, or was it UKT or?
Okay, but I think Mercy posted it, and it's on all of the channels.
Cool. All right. Okay, got you. Yeah. It's had 28 views. Okay, so that one is all right.
Well, that's okay. I can do it again just to show what we need to do. So the first thing is to make sure that the title makes sense. What are we doing? Now, I know that we've got a lot of focus on people here, which is great, but at the same time, this is about a group effort. So it's actually, a title would be Agile20reflect. Okay. She's a patron.
Yeah.
Okay, that's me then. My dyslexia coming out.
We're all dyslexic. This would be fun. Katie's dyslexic.
Yeah, I'm dyslexic too.
Carl's dyslexic. Anyone not dyslexic in the call?
Please leave the room in shame.
Not yet. Should I go home?
Okay, so look, you see how I've just restructured the title there. It's the event, the focus, which is patron. It's interviewed by Sally Alata, and it's by Miles Hopkins. So the supporting act of the person asking questions is the last thing that we see, not the first thing.
And that prefix of Agile20reflect will be the key. Is obviously quite key, isn't it?
It's the primary key on the data. Yeah. So I try and lift content from wherever it is on already, rather than trying to rewrite it. This content looks
old. This looks old. I think we need to...
it looks generic, but I'll use it for now. It's not. It should be specific on any platform where we post anything.
We've got our new for the team that is creating us a marketing pack anyway. So I'll mention to her if she can add that to the pack. So that should be updated.
So I've just lifted it for the moment. Some really basic formatting. Again, I'm not gonna post this to live, so this doesn't really matter. The most important thing with what I'm trying to do here is show how we get the content together
Yeah,
in the right format.
so just whilst everyone's on, that gets auto added to every video that goes up. So if we want to kind of maybe rechange that and step it up, because I think it's all a little bit more interesting now. That's like 2 months old.
Yeah, I think we should. Oh dear. I'm getting my internet slowing down, which is not good news. Right. And now I can do nothing. Can I stop sharing for a second and see if I can get it going again?
Yeah, of course.
If I turn off my camera.
Yeah, camera off's a good idea. I like your
Right,
background.
okay.
Is that Morador?
It's just whatever I could grab off the internet. Copyright controlled, obviously. This is a problem with living in the countryside. Right, I'll get back to the page. So it's important that when we have links on the page that we make sure that they are set up so that they direct people, don't force our traffic away from the website. So if someone clicks on a link, it opens a new window. And the way you do that is when you're creating the links, you make sure you sort out the link options. Come on, I pressed you, there you go. And you've got to make sure it's ticked open link in new tab. And that's to ensure that we keep people on the site. Remembering this is going to be on our site. If we're going to send people to like Facebook group or whatever, we want them to be able to remember where they came from. Okay. Now, the next bit is to sort out categories and tags. So if we scroll over here, it's also a good idea to save draft as you're going. And it's a nightmare if you just created the most beautiful post in the world and something happens to your computer.
So it doesn't automatically save it then, you have to kind of go back and forth.
There's a little button there. Yeah.
Yeah, just save draft as you're going. Oh my goodness, look at the speed of this. I feel like I'm back in the 1980s.
If I make the does that make you feel better?
Yeah, you can pick up the modem and throw it through the window, whereas now I'd have to pick up the whole screen. Okay. So it automatically gets uncategorized. Now this is a patron interview, so it's an announcement, and probably need to change that to something a bit more meaningful. But I'll use with patrons. Let's talk with patrons, because that was what we started with as our way of doing the patron conversations. Tags, I usually use the tag cloud to select the most common tags, just in case I spell it wrong, which does happen from time to time.
So are we okay with just adding categories in there? So this one's like obviously 2 African speakers. So could we add a category of Africa in there? Would you? Is that okay
So let's put a parent category of let's talk to Africa.
You can create your own tags, but there are a subset of tags in there that we can use. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a set of tags in there already, but each post should have unique tags as well.
Right. Yeah, because
otherwise,
I suppose that generates.
Yeah. So the most common one is to take the name of the speaker.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then add that tag in there. Make sure there's no space.
That's kind of what I did with the videos. Yeah.
Okay.
And then add, and then we've made it unique automatically.
Yeah.
And then what we do is we make sure we get the term patron interview. And
Awesome.
obviously over time, patron interview will start to become a big one here. There's patrons there and whatever. But it's really be focused on what's here in order to facilitate search engines finding the content.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna put several posts about Agile is dead going in, because that seems to be the trending search term.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. It's remember we got to pick up every kind of viewer.
Yeah.
And we will have people who are absolutely anti-agile, which is great because that's an opinion. Okay, so I'm going to save draft again. Hopefully it won't be as slow as 1980, maybe 1990s. Oh, 1990s.
Carl, sorry, I have a question. So on LinkedIn, we have a limitation of number of words or characters. So will that happen here as well? Because we can write a big post here, but then LinkedIn has a limitation when we do a post directly from there.
Yes, so I think the thing is posts are short news items. They aren't stories. So we need to get enough information across to say click on the video or take another action. We're taking people on a journey. So when we do a post about a calendar item, we want them to click on the calendar item, into the calendar, look at the calendar, and maybe select some things they're going to attend. With the videos, we want them to view the video. Do you see what I mean? These are stepping points in a journey that we're trying to take people on, rather than give them the whole story in one page.
Yeah, I think it is mostly in the ambassadors announcements that like they send the writers for them, and then it is so big that we need to like truncate it. So at times I face this problem that they have written like 2,000 characters in the description. So I need to truncate it.
Think like, what could you read while you were on a train, if you ever did that again, full of people? And you wouldn't necessarily try and read a book if it was just about a news item.
Let's go the other way.
Internet writing's different from paper.
What would you read on the toilet?
Okay.
Yeah, and how do we tag people? Like if I want to tag somebody on LinkedIn, how do we do it here?
So I think that's problematic. You can't do it here because that's a function of LinkedIn.
You could go back and edit it, couldn't you, LinkedIn?
You go back and edit the post on LinkedIn. This is a wide area posting function, rather than being able to pick up on all the different ways of doing things, because I know you can't tag people.
Yeah, it'll still save
from this
time,
for
though.
Facebook either. Yeah.
You'd recommend then after you've uploaded a post from the site, go into all the platforms and just do a double check.
Yeah.
And then edit what
you should always review what actually goes out, just in case. Just in case you haven't, I don't know, in case something weird happens with one of the platforms and it retags it in some way. The last thing we want to do is offend people. Okay, so these are the tags, these are the categories. I've saved the draft. The next thing is to set the feature image. Now, all of the platforms have been set to hi Jerome, have been set for feature images. So this is the feature image function. Now, this is the image that's already in place. And what I'm going to do is edit. I'm going to edit it here, because remember, it needs to be meaningful. All of the text needs to be meaningful. Now, what the person that's put this picture in has done is actually, again, done the same thing, focused on miles. And actually what we want to do is focus on the activity and our guests. So I'm going to take the text from here.
Yeah, so what I did with Jim and Sanjay was actually just took their LinkedIn picture, and you can actually update that as a thumbnail, and then that becomes the front picture. I think that's maybe better than I think some of Saf's ones as well. No offense, Saf, but it's your picture when it's actually want to see the interviewee.
Yeah. Well, this is exciting. So someone's put it in the description as a post. So we don't do that either. It's the description is a description of what the picture is, not what the event is. And the title is the most important one because this is the one that Google searches on. So V2 means nothing to Google. V2 will get no pickup on the picture search.
Got you.
So we just did something meaningful.
So Africa
So if I set
Agile Festival. Yeah.
Yeah. So set feature image, and that feature image is there now. When we look at the post in a second, that image will now be the picture at the top of the post.
Awesome.
So we don't appear. So I'm going to save draft again, and then I'm going to preview it. Now, there's a thing that I've missed out I'm going to do in a second. Okay. Oh, there we go. The picture's there, the text is there that's wrong. Make sure we delete the preview because we don't want to be posting it. Now, the bit that's missing is the actual content that we want to do. So we get the share link from YouTube, copy it, and then a really nice function of WordPress is it auto embed. So if we put that in there, it will actually complete the process and put the video in. So save draft.
Is it not worthwhile we do
Preview.
post this one? As you've mentioned, there's some errors in the one that was previously posted.
A good idea.
Well, this what I'm going to do is go in and edit the one that's there. So let's go to news. So this is the one that's gone in, and when I click on it, you'll understand there's an error with it. So I click on it, it sends me straight to YouTube, and there's an error there because let's go to, that's the one I've made. Let's go to and see. So this is a draft I'm working on. There's another Sally Latter one. It starts with Miles, doesn't it? Sometimes you just need to search.
Third one down.
That's the.
No.
Oh yes, you're right. Sorry, there we go. Edit. Yeah, so this is the one that's got the problems. Again, the description not great. The problem is that someone's put a redirect URL in. That means anytime you click on it, you're sent to YouTube. Now we might want to do that, but there's not much point in sending someone to our website and then immediately sending them to YouTube. Well, view the content online and then go and look for other stuff on our site. So I'm just going to remove that. And then just update as you go, make sure you don't lose things. And then the other thing they've done is they put a click the link that, but actually you don't need to do that with WordPress. You can actually embed the video. So I'll remove that page, that sentence, and then just embed the video and then update. Go back to I managed to close the page because it, now there is. So I tend to jump around a bit, my apologies.
It's all right. You're doing a great job, girl.
I spend a whole lot of time doing Control-C, Control-V, just to get into the right. This is again. If I now click on it, we should actually see the news item rather than being taken to YouTube. It's not converting it into, that's weird. Did I not save that?
I saw that the post that you edited was actually in trash. It's another post which we edited now.
Just need to.
Just got a gift from Zoom. They've removed my 40-minute limit. Ooh.
Yeah, party.
Ooh.
Yeah, I bit the bullet and bought a
There we
year's
go.
Zoom.
So there you go.
Well,
I've just invited the first minister to one of my sessions, so I'll need to get the 1,000-person thing if she accepts. Since I know Scottish Government's doing an agile transformation.
Yeah, good idea.
Right, so that's now in place. So that's one way of doing a post. I want to go back to creating original content. So one of the things that people have is they have an image, but sometimes they don't have an image. So if we go to the YouTube site, sometimes you just need to grab an image. So there you go, Scott, taking over the world. I'm going to, I don't know how many people are used to using Snippet.
Love Snippet.
So Snippet is the Windows version of Screen Grab.
Yeah, I've used it.
I don't have a Windows, I've got a Mac. So sometimes you will have a video to post, but you won't have a feature image for the social media posting to work. So I actually just grab an image, probably not this one. I need to get a bigger image. There you go, Scott in all his grandeur.
I have no grandeur.
I think you're just about to take over a country there.
Just get him now on Zoom. Just copy Scott now.
The point is that it needs to reference the piece of content that you're trying to put up. So I take the picture, appears down here, and then before I put it into my post, where is it? There. I always make sure that I get the detail right. So I put in Agile20reflect. And then I look to see what the actual content was. So it's add my event at, right. And that means that when I get to the point of putting up a post, I've got my image already ready. Ask people, the problem with doing this is not knowing what problems people have got.
Well, maybe after you've done one of us could do another one and share our screen and have a go at it, and you can just talk us through it. That would help. Yeah,
that'd be good.
I'm going to ask one, but I think you're going to shout at me. I don't think I've got a login for this because I've never done anything on the actual website. But you're probably going to say yes.
Yeah, you've got an editor's log, but you've never used it.
You've got
so. We'll take that offline, and I'll make sure you got access.
Oh, you didn't shout. Thank you.
No, it's honestly, I just want to not be the person that everyone comes to get this stuff done.
I'm going to make an effort to learn and try and do some stuff as well.
Me too.
Me too. Hashtag.
Send it to Scott.
So does someone else want to put together a post and we'll watch them really freakishly?
I'll knock people out.
I was going to say, go on, Shelby.
I haven't got it. I haven't logged in.
So Scott, because I've seen him put up images and things. Scott, are you willing to have a go?
Yeah, just could you give me 2 seconds? I'm just if and literally just because I'm making some content here that I think we could use. So I've just made I've just made a Mentimeter here asking Agile20reflect, what events would you like to see? I've just added a picture to it, tagged the picture, so that we're legal. So that in effect is, I need a shareable link now, and copy link.
So far, we've gone through creating one from scratch.
Yep.
What's the best content that is required and where to get that content? How to edit a previous post. That was quite interesting to see. So how to actually go in and edit. I don't know if while Scott's doing creating his content, you want to just go through once more about the editing, because this, I think it's going to be handy, especially for new people.
Yeah, sure. So I created a draft based upon this one. This one's already published, and so the links are active from social media. I need to update it. So that's what I was doing while you were talking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on here and change the text, the title posts to make more logical sense. I'm also going to edit the permalink, which is how things are found. You don't need to put all the dashes in, it automatically does it. Oh, actually, no, I shouldn't have done that. The permalink is the thing that is used by, right, okay. I'm not going to say, I'm going to leave it. So that's my brain.
Now we know what not to do.
Yes, so yeah, I can show you what not to do and just show you and show you and show you. So I'm gonna change the title.
Katie, could you find me a festival picture that I could use copyright free?
So update that. Just for people that are trying to use free images, there is Unsplash is an organization that gives free access. That's where I found your festival picture from. And it's, as long as we build in a copyright statement for each usage, then they're happy. So that's me updated that. So I'm just going to update the.
How did you build it? Is that another big job?
No, it's really simple, and I'll just finish doing this, and I'll show you in the thing. So I'm going to take out Mercy's tag because she's posting it, but actually it's about Sally Latter and Miles Hopkins. That's a lot of.
Carl. Good morning, Jerome. Here. Hi, Scott, and hi everyone.
Hi, Jerome.
Carl, just wanted to check. Hi, Scott. Just wanted to check. Do we need to create posts even for the events also? Because in events we just have a form page, so it will not be required, right?
No, you don't need to create posts. The posts are created as part of creating the event. What you may need to do is edit the events, which is you have a very similar screen, and we've already had requests through various people that people have put in the wrong details into events. So,
correct. Yeah.
You know, we're there to facilitate them.
Carl, a quick question around that. If someone has put a wrong information, right? How do we quickly communicate that through the form itself?
No, so you go into events, and like the post area, you've got a whole load of posts. These are all the events. So we can then go in and edit the event. And we get a very similar screen to you would to a news post, and then you edit that.
Correct.
And by the looks of it, we're not getting an auto posting of the category, so we'll have to start doing that manually.
Okay.
Or I'll speak to Ash about updating that in some way.
Right. Okay.
The other thing to be aware of for posting things is you can schedule events for the future. You don't have to post it straight away. So I've got a Happy New Year post scheduled, and this is the real power of something like WordPress. Is we should be looking in here and seeing the next week's schedule already done.
Yes, That would really
we're
help.
having to post. Yeah. So for the marketing team, we need to be using the marketing plan to make sure that we've got everything ready to go. So if we look at the Happy New Year post, it's been scheduled for 1 minute to midnight on 31st of December. And the reason why it's 1 minute to midnight rather than midnight is because everyone in the planet is going to be technology at midnight.
Well,
and that's just a video.
yeah, I mean, again, Australia, that's going to be late for our Australians. Or does it go out and is it relative?
But we're working on GMT, so and as you can see, I grabbed an image so that it will post and it will then go to all the social media outlets while I'm relaxing with a nice cup of coffee.
Sure.
I like it.
And Carl, a quick question around that. If suppose an event host, right, has not given few details like the meetup link is not there or the meetup link is broken, how to communicate that through the, do you have a facility when we click on update, does an email get triggered or how do they get communicated?
Okay, so I prefer to fix stuff for people and rather than engage, because once you start engaging, you go into a very long trail of process. There is no auto email from this system to the. I've gone back into the event system for everyone watching on the screen. So if we discover that there's something that isn't right in some content, like this one's got no categories, no tags. I don't know whose this is. I think it's one of Scott's. Sorry, Scott. But it's.
I'm happy to be the cautionary tale.
The point here is that we're here to facilitate rather than open huge conversations. So I look at this and I would want to tag this to create more links. And I don't think our submission form allows that. So a good thing from the event side, even if you're not dealing with new events, is to go into what's already there and see if you can upgrade them to make them more useful for the web.
All right. Okay.
So I don't know if you're ready.
Is it okay, Carl, that if an event host, right, has not provided any details around how users can actually register for the event? So is it?
Let's talk about that offline.
Let's
Let's do this, and we can talk about that later, Jerome. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That will be. Yeah. Sorry to interrupt. Yeah.
No, there's no problem. As some of the events didn't provide pictures, which people are, some people are text led, some people are visually led. But what I've done is I've actually gone to their events and screen grabbed. So A20 didn't provide an image. So I went to their website and their main title page and put that in. Because we want to facilitate adoption of the events. It's not about anything other than that.
All right. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Thanks, Carl. Thanks, Scott.
So another question from me. So I think on the size thing I mentioned, talk about LinkedIn. I think Twitter far lesser size, like these big posts which we are doing. So I think, do they need to go to Twitter then?
So do they need to
go to Twitter?
They automatically go to Twitter. So
no, we're doing a big post like a few.
Yeah, it will always append. So you need to think about when you do a post. When you do a post, the first part will go into Twitter, the mid-range part will go into Facebook, and the longer bit will go into LinkedIn.
Okay, and the second thing is, I can see that we have this group, Facebook group. So shouldn't we change it to make it the Facebook page, because that is open-ended?
Yeah, but we have both already. There is a page and there is a group.
No, this post goes to the group.
So that's what was set up. We can send it to the page instead, but we could, with Facebook, restricts you to posting to only one type of engagement. So you can either post it to a page or post it to a group.
Yeah, because we put it on the page and then we share it to the group as Agile20reflect. So that is what we were doing, because the group has a limited number of people. The page is open and I think it has got more.
Yeah, so I mean that makes perfect sense. I think that's a strategy thing. So we'll maybe take that offline and discuss it amongst the marketing team about.
Yeah.
I'm not deciding that kind of stuff. That's really up to Sabrina and the rest of the marketing team.
Yeah, it's a good point, Anurag. I mean, there are a lot more eyes on the page.
It's just more accessible across the whole of Facebook. I think that's the value point.
Right. Do you want to let me share and I can show you the mess I'm making?
So I'm going to stop sharing now.
Right, everyone. I'm going to share my screen and I'll share. Okay, so let's see. So I opened up a post and I went to add a new picture and I went to Splash and I downloaded a picture. So that's it here.
Oh, nice.
And at the moment,
Could I say about adding pictures?
Yeah.
Scott, could I just interrupt briefly about adding pictures? Please check that the picture doesn't already exist.
Okay.
Something that Google does as part of it is it checks to see where spamming images. So if this image slightly differently described, it will actually assume we're spamming and we'll lose points, which means we'll drop in the search bar. Okay,
that's a good thing to know. I did not know that. So we want to use different images each time, do we? Yeah.
Well, if we have the existing image, we just use it once for everything. Okay. If we don't have the image, then we make sure that we describe it sufficiently different that Google won't discount us.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put caption come and play at a colorful festival. How does that sound? Is that right? Never having done this before.
So I don't use caption because caption is what you would do if you're writing an academic article. Okay. Because the caption is the text that appears underneath the thing. So I would put that into the description. I would use the description and the alt text as the same thing. So that the alt text should be a description of exactly what's in the picture. So it's not a marketing thing. The marketing thing is the title.
Okay, so many people throwing powder paint in a rainbow of colors.
That's brilliant, because from that the partially sighted or blind person can know what they're viewing.
Yeah, funny story. We had a driving app once and we had to put other stuff in for partially sighted people, which seemed to be a little bit odd if there was a driving app.
There's different kinds of sight issues. So
cool. Right. Okay, so I've done that. Done the description. Anything else?
So the title needs to have Agile 20 in it. Agile 20 Festival.
Okay.
For every title we have, we need to have that in because it's a tag.
And that's not going to be unique to each picture.
So the rest of it is Agile Reflect Festival. Even I got caught out with that at the beginning because I was just putting Agile 20 Reflect, and I'm like going, do people know what that is?
Oh yeah.
And then you need to also put in. So I normally have that at the end, and then at the beginning of the title, I put in what the picture's for.
Okay. What's the picture for?
For this post.
Yeah, it's just okay. So what's the picture for? It's for a vox pop.
Okay.
Cool.
So
yeah.
don't put
Captions.
dashes in or commas.
All right. Did not know that.
So it's don't use syntax in
Titles.
the titles of anything, because the machine reading software in various search engines only reads as far as the first symbol.
Oh yeah. Cool. All right. Anything else?
Okay.
Anything else here I need to do? Alignment or anything? Or...
No, that's good.
Okay, so I'll insert that into the post here.
Well, you can sort that out when you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when it's here, I might want to make it central there. I'll just do that. Yeah. Perfect. All right.
So that meant to be the feature image. Is that the image that you see at the top of the post, or is that part of the post?
I don't know. You tell me. I'm not an expert in this. What's best? I want something that's basically a picture and a link.
So a picture and a link.
Yeah, basically, Monica's told me that people are kind
so
of.
that
Yeah, sorry, keep going.
So if you go down to the scroll down to the bottom right, let's make that picture the feature picture.
Okay, right, moving down, bottom right. So
yeah,
where is it?
Keep scrolling down.
Ah, there
so
we
you
go.
get to all the way down at the bottom.
Got you. Okay, set, and I can
Set
click.
feature image.
I just click that, and I don't have to change anything else. And that's
No,
it.
you just select the image because you've already done all the work.
Superb.
Okay, so
I'm starting to understand this now. Thank you very much. I'm sorry I'm a slow learner.
No, it's okay. It's like learning to drive. It's a new thing the first time you do it, and hopefully you.
I always tell Katie gets tired of this story. On my first driving lesson, at Glenrothes, the instructor said, just go straight through the roundabout. I went, you want me to go straight through the roundabout? Just straight through the roundabout. And we went
scary.
And we went over a grass roundabout for months afterwards over these tire tracks over the roundabout. Yeah, don't be literal with me. Okay, next.
Everyone walk on the road. It's a safe place. Okay, so go back up. Now you've got text and then another copy of the feature image. Do you want that image there still now?
So what's going to happen if I open this up on my phone? This little link, is it going to have is it going to be a picture?
So save draft.
Right.
Well, save draft first so that you don't lose anything, and then we'll click on preview so you can see what you've got.
Brilliant. Okay, so
you want to scroll down.
So I don't need that there.
Now, if you want to see what you've got on your phone,
yeah,
squash the window.
Okay, you broke up there.
If you actually squash the side, I said so. If you want to see what it looks like on a phone, take the side of the browser and not the actual edge of the browser, and reduce the size of the browser so it looks like it's a phone.
Okay, I'm not. So how do I get the side of the browser? Just at the edge. I've got this on full screen.
All right, you need to take it out full screen.
Okay.
And I often do this to check that the content doesn't look weird on a phone.
Yeah, I like that.
What we've got in the website is auto-reflect.
Oh, we had some more money in, guys.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so let me go back to the post. And
so no.
How do I get back to the post? Sorry,
So you're in the post, the preview. If you want to click the side of it, you can actually it will show you the minimum sort of size it will go down to. But as you can see, you've now got two pictures. You got the festival. Yeah. You got the festival feature image, and the second one.
Okay, so I'll remove that. And what I really want to do is just I'll write this again a little bit, but I put a Mentimeter here.
I've just read what you.
I haven't. Right. So this is the main. This is the main thing I want people to do is to go to. Oops. Where did that not work? Paste. Didn't work. Let's go back. Okay. Copy link. Okay. And I could maybe download the QR as well, but I don't think does anyone ever use QRs? So basically this is, tell us what events would you like to see? I can tighten that up in a little bit, and that's all it is. So it's just, and if people respond to that, we just get little posts, and I think I've set it up so that we don't get sweary words.
Okay. So you just need to take that
Yeah.
URL and post it into the website.
Yeah. Cool. So let's go back to here. Share. Copy
Edit
link.
post is the one you need to go to.
Which one?
So
Sorry,
so you see the text at the top, it says edit post, that's the one you're working on.
I'm not seeing it. Oh yes, yeah. Sorry, understand the tab. Okay, cool. So I come back here and paste, and that didn't work. So what's happening here? Is it pasted? Is it pasted white or something?
If you want to check what's there, click on the
There it is.
text tab.
There it is.
So if you see, there you go.
So maybe what I want to do is write some text, which is click here to go to our Vox Pop. This is jargon. What shall I put? Click here to tell us
Survey.
events.
Click here to
you
events
want
survey to
to-
tell us what you want.
Right. So now I'm going to give you a bit of finesse to what you're doing. Yeah. So you hide the link into the text. Now
Do I have
click
to
on
do
no, click on that one, the link options, just for you need to click on the link. No, don't remove just click on the pencil.
Okay. And then this one here, yeah.
Click on the link options and make sure that open link in a new tab is ticked the box.
Right. And then
That way that when they start to do that interaction with the events thing you've set up, we don't lose them from the website.
Yeah.
People although you would think people use back button a lot, they don't. They tend to carry on.
So
to have the URL there as well, just in.
No, because URL is seen by search engines, but people don't respond well to URLs. They respond well to text or pictures.
Okay.
And I'm just saying that comes from user experience testing, eye tracking testing, and huge numbers of usability tests I've done over the years. But we can put both in if you want. It's just that it comes up in Google as a double link, which is well, you reduce the effectiveness of the post.
Okay, so the elves at the Agile20reflect Festival. You're now watching a. Now, would I link that to the web page or something there?
Because you're already on the Agile20reflect Festival, the only thing I'd do is take out the gap between 20 and Agile, because we're not describing that in that way.
Okay.
But you don't need to link because you're already on the site.
Okay, so let's put something. It's a Christmas greeting. Okay.
I mean, it might be if you're gonna do a funny post, you might want to think about the elf on the shelf.
Yes, I might do that next week. Let me think about this. I mean, again,
the elf on the shelf is saying, "Where are my events?"
yeah. I love it. Okay. Right. So what do I do next?
So now
let's say I'm happy with that. Yeah.
So yeah, the next thing is categories. Always categorize what you do.
Okay, so I can put in something here, which is survey.
Yep. So, category.
Okay, and do I have to add parent category? Yeah, I think you said that. What do I put that under?
I think that's under an announcement. Just to say we can go in and adjust all of this afterwards in terms of where things sit.
Yeah, okay. And
right, you also need to go back and remove the uncategorized category.
okay, I need to remove that. All right, what? Any reason why? Or?
Yeah, so you just untick it. So untick it, yeah. Yep.
Okay, because I've categorized. So, yeah.
Now go to tags, and if you click use from most used.
Oh, love that. Okay, so Agile20reflect, announcement, community. Okay, serve, and then I'll put survey.
Yeah.
Sorry, my dyslexia is.
Sorry, yeah, I've got the same thing. Personally, I would so don't. Okay, try and avoid using special characters.
Oh yeah.
So dashes, commas, anything like that is much harder to read. I would actually put in the word elves because that's a unique thing to this post.
Okay, I like it. So
do you see what I mean? You've created that.
Okay.
Yeah,
love it. Right.
And so I think after a while we'll end up with a few elves posts. Right.
Okay.
So you've now done everything that you need to do.
Okay. So I
we're using default template, which means that the that means that we get the sidebar with the just give thing in it and the latest posts in it.
And these scripts,
this one goes
live.
The
scripts, don't touch that script.
No, ignore that.
Okay, and all right, cool. So that's ready to save.
You're not assigning to a menu, so that's it. So you go back to the top.
Save draft, preview.
Save draft.
Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that title. How's that look? What do you think, guys? How can we pep that up? Do you put hashtags in this here overtly or not?
Yeah, we do. We put it at the end, and that was Parag's innovation. I've never actually done that before, but it makes a lot of sense.
Okay, so let's go back to here.
So if you go back to the edit post version.
Yeah, drop a line and hashtag Agile.
So that it's
to reflect. Anything else I would put there? Standard Agile.
Agile
manifesto.
Thanks. Thanks, guys. Let me fix some of this grammar. So the title there, I've got a capital L. What's the style? Is it? Would I do capitals all the way through?
Yeah. Or? No, it's informal.
Yeah.
So you're going to need to select all of that text.
Yeah.
If you could select all that text apart from, copy it.
Mm-hmm.
And then click on the edit on the permalink, so the line below the title.
Okay.
Just click in there and remove the whole thing. Make sure you've got the same.
Oh, because I've changed it. Right. Thank you for that.
And take out the question mark.
There. Okay.
In the permalink.
Got you. Nice.
And then click OK.
And then click OK. I think we should.
Now, so the last thing to do is you the top right hand corner post. If you click on the box that says share immediately. If you're wanting to do, sorry, let's finish off the go back to the area. You just made bold. If you want to make something bold if you make something bold, you need to use header tags to up priorities.
Okay.
This because it's all on one continuous. So if you select the return and then do it again. Sorry, I definitely would fail on one of those game shows where you have to describe stuff.
It's not just that, you keep breaking up as well.
Oh really? I'm sorry.
You sound like Norman Collier. who only
Okay.
you and I will get on the reference here. Because you have to be 50 to remember Norman Collier on telly and his broken microphone. Okay,
I've no idea what you're talking about, Scott.
70s telly.
So paragraph.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't telly. That was horrible. And yeah, heading 2. Oh, okay. So let's fix. So let's fix this. Go into text. So on the far right, the text editor.
Yeah.
If you can see that you've got an H2 tag there after the survey. So you just need to move that up to not that one. So you keep that one, but the second H2, the backslash H2, needs to move up to the top, and then you'll get rid of the.
Sorry, keyboard. Where are you? Backslash H2.
H2.
It's my HTML lesson for the morning.
And then the
I did 2 of these.
symbol, and then go back to visual. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
If you just go back to visual, you'll see that it's fixed the.
Yay! Excellent. Love it.
There we go.
Okay. So am I save draft?
Yep.
Preview, and then can anyone else, as we're going to put this live, does anything in the wording anyone would like to change, or why didn't that? Oh, there it is. It's much better. So anything anyone would like me to change there?
Nope, just go for it.
Now I would test the link. Yeah. Is that a thing?
You should test the link to make sure it actually goes somewhere.
Yeah.
I've opened up the Agile20reflect website.
Okay. And that's good because that takes us to the Mentimeter there. And I could put more lean coffees. I think I might host a lean coffee. See if I get the patrons along. Okay, so that's worked. Okay, we happy? Can I publish?
So if you need to go back and click share immediately because you updated it between.
Okay. And publish.
Yep.
And let's have a look at, how long does that take to go through?
It's gone through now.
Not come up yet.
But you need to refresh your screen.
It's not on the site yet.
Ooh, I've been invited.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not on the news on the site yet.
Did I do everything okay?
Can't see it on the page. Have you published it?
Yes, I can. Oh, yes, it's published.
Yep, it's on the site. It's on our news site. It's one of those cache issues.
Oh, okay.
A cache for questions.
Well, that would be nice. So if someone would like to set that up for me, I'd love to attend.
When?
So if I go to here and if I put survey in, does it appear? I just use the search box to navigate everywhere. Yay! Right.
Yep.
Can someone else do one? So we can do this again, and because every time we do it, we get a little bit quicker. Anurag's done them. Katie, would you like to do one? Katie, how's the trustees Christmas video going? Because we probably need to get that out this weekend.
I'll have it edited today.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So maybe you
Isn't that anyone refreshing the Agile20reflect news? It ain't coming up for me on the site.
Yeah, so it's definitely there on mine. Have you got a different browser you could check in just in case there's...
Yeah, let me go to Firefox. Don't ask me internet support. Internet's
Woohoo!
Explorer. Where am I? Not on my phone.
Scott, before you after folks,
Yep.
you've done the classic.
Oh, list.
It should, no, yeah.
Yeah, I really shouldn't be doing any media posts.
Well, no, it's I was taught to read by the shapes between letters because I can't see the letters.
Me too.
Have
you ever seen any of those documents that don't have like got different letters and you can still read them? It's fascinating.
I'm really good at maths and see patterns in data really easily because I see shapes.
Me too. Yeah, I'm really. I'm a great pattern matcher. In fact, that's mostly what I do. Just match patterns all the time. Have you blocked Carl? Is that why you're not seeing it? Sabrina.
I have not. Sabrina, send me your silver coins and I'll sort it out for you.
Okay, so I'm now sharing. So I'm now
So
sharing this post around about all of the web groups.
I've tested your link, it works. I've just put in one in your minute and time. I don't know why this is not working.
So just about pinning stuff, we shouldn't pin things for more than 4 or 5 days, just to keep things. Otherwise,
yeah, I think that's just in frequent usage. I mean, it's a good. Ideally, we'll have so many new things to pin. We kind of only have one thing pinned or something.
Yeah, I'm just saying that it's to because we can pin things to the top of our blog as well, to the news items. We just make it sticky as one of the options when we put thing.
Oh gosh, they do get on my tits. The agile coaches and trainers. They've got a blog where
It takes all kinds.
They've got a blog. It's like the one on LinkedIn that's got like 60,000 people on it, and you're not allowed to post anything.
Yeah, well, you're in my one, aren't you? There's 28,000 there put away. I actually that goes to do with Agile. And I also have this rule about not allowing people to post to create new groups from the existing groups that's there. So people are quite shocked that I just delete their posts because, you know, take a bit of time, make a bit of effort. I've had that group since 2008.
Yeah, yeah.
Right,
no,
I don't know if I'm being still. I've opened it up in Firefox and gone into news, just gone direct into the website and gone to news. I've still, the first thing that you can see is our patrons. But it does work on my phone. I don't know if that makes a difference on anything. I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if anyone else in the group can check.
So I've got it open in Chrome and it's there. It's the first item, but it's. I mean.
Okay, might be just me then.
I think it's probably just your cache.
So when that comes through to LinkedIn, where does it go to? Does it go to here?
It goes to the page. We just.
Right. Oh, there it is. Like it.
Yeah.
Is that pin doing it?
So at the top, if you want to delete that and redo it, I've managed to, with Valentina's nudging and Ash's help, we've managed to fix it so that the GDPR thing doesn't turn up. We've got an image there instead.
Yeah. I mentioned I mentioned that to Ash a couple of days ago, and he went, "That's difficult to do." I went, "Okay, leave it."
Well, it was difficult to do, and Valentina kept on pushing, which is so we've resolved it. But it's one of the reasons why when you go onto the front page of the website, there's pictures now with a picture underneath. But you know, technology doesn't really serve us.
One suggestion, I keep seeing this. So when we and when we admin, ideally, I think we should not be liking our own post, because if you see many times we our own post, we should do it more like a member and then like it.
Yeah, good idea. We should rate these little.
So just to say, sorry.
No, then you go.
So just one thing on the LinkedIn, because the LinkedIn is associated with one account. Whoever has that LinkedIn account, it would be better if we linked that one into the send, so that the posts appear to be from Festival. Because at the moment I've linked in through my admin. So when you posted that, Scott, go and check it out. But is it you? Okay, well then I need to talk you through about setting up the connection, because I think you'll find that your post just went through as me.
Yeah. So
and I don't really want that. It's just a different when you do an organizational setup. Yep, can do. When you do an organizational setup, you need to like have an organizational email set up already. Yeah, it's posted by Carl Smith, and it isn't.
Ah, yeah, I got you. Okay. But that came through.
So if I can change it to you, then it'll be posted by the org, and that's what we want. We want the organization to get the focus, not the people doing the posting.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, cool. So we'll do that after the call. Anyone want to have a go, or do you just want to go? It's 11:15 now. I guess that's shall I stop recording? Is there anybody there?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, it's still here. Well,
still here. And I've answered your survey already, Scott.
Excellent. I just have to work out how to see the results now.
That's been really helpful. Thank you very much, Carl.
Yeah, amazing.
You're
Carl.
welcome. And if you have problems again, anyone, just ask. It's we're not fighting over who can read the map. It's how can we just get to where we want to get to.
Yeah.
I tried to log in to you and I couldn't do it. I have missed some password, most probably, right?
I'll check the user controls and see where you are. So
right, if anyone wants to drop, they can. If anyone's got any questions and they want to stay on, they can. Thanks for giving your Saturday morning up. You're amazing people.
I have to drop off.
Me too. Have a great day, everyone.
Have a great day. Thank you, Carl.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, Carl.
I need to get from Slack, hopefully, or you can. I checked it here. Should have an email from the system with your login details. If you don't have that, then it's not been set up.
That's the reason why I tried a couple of times to log in. I couldn't do that, and I was thinking, okay, what I'm doing wrong?
No. So it's always push it onto the machine. It's always the machine's fault.
Always.
So if you can message me your the name you want associated with